In this fifth video concerning my transition to atheism, I will answer some of the questions that theists love to ask of atheists. I would recommend that you watch my previous 4 videos, if you haven't already, and I would thank those who have remained with me thus far. In my previous video I listed many questions that I had, and still have concerning the truth as expressed by Christianity. Those are by far not the only questions I have, and for those that respond, if any do, I thank you for your response, and look forward to any discussions they might trigger. I will be happy to list more questions later, if there is any request for it, but those are a good jumping off point. Once I was able to start asking those questions, they didn't stop, and they still don't stop. As I run across Christian justifications, all I find are excuses that don't adequately answer my question, and tend to raise yet more questions. I also find Christians making arguments saying they can prove God's existence, yet none of them are able to do so. The thing is, even if you were able to prove that there is a divine creator to the universe, what's to say that your God is that designer? No, I came to the conclusion first that even if the God of the Bible is real, I still couldn't worship him. And with that realization, I finally stepped away from Christianity, from belief in a God, and faith. Life is much better now, I'm free in a way I never could be as a believer. Some of the things that believers love to ask of non-believers is, where do your morals come from? Where did the universe come from? What is the purpose or value of life without God? And finally, what if I'm wrong? First of all, if I'm wrong, and there is a God, I cannot believe that such a being would send me to hell for simply failing to find him, when I have searched so hard. Even as an atheist though, I still do search, mostly because I enjoy looking. And if that God turns out to be the God of the Bible, then I have rejected him based upon reasonable questioning. If we can discuss it, I would like to think only he could answer my questions adequately. But if he is just going to toss me in hell without so much as a second glance, then he doesn't deserve my worship. So without God, where do I get morals? Theists love to think that we get our morals from God, even when we don't believe in him, and as such they are proof of his existence. Having studied the natural world, I find that social animals nearly always have stigmas against murder, and have no concept of ownership, thereby negating them from committing theft. Lying is a convention of language, and could be argued to only be possessed by humans. I have come to learn, however, that there are no absolutes. There are times where lying is the right thing to do, as is murder and even theft. Those times are rare, and if everything was perfect there would not be needed, but everything is not perfect. In knowing that there are no absolutes, I cannot accept the concept of sin. This does not mean I will lie to you every chance I get, nor does it mean I will commit murder freely. Envy and greed drives capitalism, and I understand that if I eat too much it'll present health problems. All these morals make logical sense, and I no longer think they are divinely inspired. We can reach these conclusions without the need of God. As for where the universe came from, I don't know, and I'm okay with that. I understand what science has to say on the subject, and I can follow the reasoning and logic. Quite honestly, I think that, if we were to discover a creator behind the whole thing, it will be science who discovers that. For now, science has given us a rather complete understanding of how life came to be on this planet, how life formed, and the origins of this universe. There is no need to think that a God is behind it all, and if God did start it all off with a big bang, he certainly wasn't needed afterward. Such a claim would be baseless, however, and while it might be true, there is no reason to believe that it is true. I also no longer need God to give my life purpose. I understand now that I alone give purpose to my life, and my concern for my friends and family gives meaning to theirs. Their concern for me further gives my life meaning. I work hard, I play hard, I enjoy myself much more now without worry that God is looking over my shoulder, potentially disappointed in what I'm doing. I find value in my experiences, the movies I watch, the books I read, the music I listen to. Life is quite valuable, and there is no need for a God to make it so.